Hey, 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 what is up? Super happy to see you guys this February the 14th. Happy Valentine's Day for everyone who is watching live. Thank you guys for joining in, even though it is a holiday. And for those of you who were not able to join live and who are watching on the replay, I still appreciate you guys too. Because again, I understand it's a holiday. Some of you guys might already be out on your Valentine's Day dates or getting ready or whatever it is that you are choosing to do on this day. But again, guys, whether you are watching live or if you are watching on the replay, I just want to say how much I appreciate each and every one of you for checking out this live stream and checking out this video. So I'm going to assume that most of y'all who are logged in or who are checking out the video know who I am, but just in case you don't, my name is Kendra. I am a signing agent in the great state of Texas. I have been a signing agent since 2007. So that is almost, it's going to be 20 years next year, guys. For those of you who wonder if you can make being a signing agent a career, make it a long-term business, I am living proof that you absolutely can. Being a signing agent has been my full-time income and employment for almost 20 years now. So it is absolutely possible. But a few years ago, back in around, 2020, I've had lots and lots of people asking me, hey, I want to be a signing agent too. How do you become a signing agent? Can you teach me? Can you tell me the steps? Can you mentor me? And so instead of just doing it individually, that is when I came up with Signing Agent Basics to help all of the people all over the country who wanted information on what it took to become a signing agent, what it takes to be a successful long-term signing agent. So I started putting out videos and content and all kinds of stuff to help all of you who wanted to make being a signing agent your business, your employment opportunity as well. And I want to thank all of you guys who have been watching and tuning in and checking it out ever since then. But then, of course, I had even more people saying, look, we need even more than what you're giving in Signing Agent Basics, which is when I came up with my Signing Agent Advanced training program. And it still blows my mind that hundreds and hundreds of people have become Signing Agent Advanced training program students and have started their own successful signing agent businesses. It has been, guys, just a pleasure. It has been a wonderful experience for me to be the person to assist all of y'all who wanted to become signing agents. But of course, there's always more and more and more and more people wanting to become signing agents, wanting to know what a signing agent is, wanting to know what it takes to get started, wanting to know what it takes to be successful. So I want to say about once a year, I do a video like the one I'm about to do now, where I tell you the steps, whether you are a beginner, a newbie, never heard of it, barely heard of it. I tell you exactly what you need to do to become a signing agent. Because of course, after hearing about what a signing agent is, most people's next step or next question is, okay, so how do I do it? What do I need to do? Thus, we've got the subject of today's video. And that subject is that this is a beginner's guide to becoming a signing agent. Guys, like I said, I love being able to help everyone who wants to become a signing agent be a signing agent, because again, this has been life-changing for me. Like many people, before I became a signing agent, I was working a regular 9 to 5 job. I was in the mortgage industry. I was in, doing all of that stuff, getting up every day, answering to a boss. And again, since 2007, since I became a signing agent, my life has changed dramatically. And it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be self-employed and start my own signing agent business. So for all of y'all who want to know how to do it, you want to make those changes in your life, you want to be self-employed, you want to have more flexibility over your income, you want to have more flexibility over your schedule, you want to be in control of your life, this is a great first video to watch to learn how to do that. But before we go into the subject, guys, as I always do, like I said, first of all, I appreciate each and every one of you that are watching, whether it is live or on the replay. So if you would please do me a favor, whether you are watching this on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you are watching this video, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button, hit the heart button, whatever button it is around the video. If you will hit that button for me, please. And then for those of you who want to do a little extra, who want to give a little bit more, do me a favor, come on over to YouTube if you're not already there. Find this video on YouTube and then hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. I go live at least once a month and I drop other content throughout the month. So when you hit the subscribe button and you hit the notification bell, you are notified every time I'm going to go live. You're notified every time I put out new content on the channel. So that way you don't miss anything. So again, guys, wherever you're watching, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button, and then come on over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell. Also, you guys know, if you've watched more than one of my videos, that I always love to know where it is that you guys are tuning in from. Do they even say tuning in anymore? I realize as I get a little bit older, I'm using some of those old folks terms. Let me know. Do folks say tuning in anymore? Wherever you guys are watching from, let me know what city and state you are in. It always blows my mind that there are people watching from all over the country. It blows my mind that I'm able to help people all over the country. So let me know what city and state you are in. Then let me know if you are an aspiring agent, aspiring signing agent, a new signing agent, or a veteran signing agent. So what's the difference? Well, an aspiring signing agent is someone who has not done any loan signings yet. You are just checking this whole thing out, trying to see what it's about. Maybe you've started doing a little bit of the stuff that you need to do to become a signing agent, but you have not done any loan signings yet. A new signing agent is someone who has been a signing agent for 1 year or less. You did all the things that you needed to get set up, but it's been a year or less since you've done all of that. And a veteran signing agent is someone who has been a signing agent for more than a year. So again, guys, let me know what city and state you are in. Then let me know if you are an aspiring signing agent, a new signing agent, or a veteran signing agent. And let me know these things, again, whether you are watching live or if you are watching on the replay. Because even if you're watching on the replay, I'm still nosy. I still want to know where you are watching from. And then for those of you who are watching live, do me a favor. I usually have 1 or 2 people who get started a little late on the live stream, and they're always concerned that they've missed something and they want to know if a replay will be available. Yes, the replay will absolutely be available as soon as the live stream is done. So if you guys see anybody in the live stream chat asking, hey, is there going to be a replay? Please let them know. Yes, the replay will be available as soon as the live stream is over. All right, let's see who we've got hanging out with us today. We've got Valerie watching from Dallas, Texas. Hey, my Texas people always show up and show out. I love it. We've got someone here from Green Acres, Florida. And again, happy Valentine's Day to all of you guys. We've got Kira here from Jacksonville, Florida. For many of you guys who have seen any of my content before, you know I am originally from Jacksonville, Florida. So always happy to see my peoples in the house. We've got folks here from Austin, Texas. Miss Valerie said that she is an aspiring signing agent. So Valerie, this is the perfect video for you. We've got folks here from the DFW, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. I told y'all, my Dallas people, my Texas people, always in the house. We've got Miss Tanya here from Roanoke. She's an aspiring signing agent. Happy to see you. Kira wanted to tell everybody happy Valentine's Day. It's a good day. I like Valentine's Day. This person is an aspiring signing agent. Again, this is the perfect video for you. We got folks here from New York. We've got folks here from Chicago. New signing agent, hasn't done any signings yet, hasn't gotten the official signing agent course done. We're going to talk about the official signing agent course here in just a little bit. Let's see. This person here is a new signing agent, but they haven't done a loan signing yet. Guys, keep on telling me what city and state you are from. Keep on telling me whether you are an aspiring signing agent, a new signing agent, or a veteran signing agent. I'm going to keep on moving, but guys, I am super excited to see all of you folks here in the house. Thank you so much for always hanging out with me live. And then guys, yes, for those of you who are watching live, there is going to be a live Q&A session at the end. If you can, try to hold your comments to the end so that I can make sure to get through the whole presentation. I have a specific area in the presentation for question and answer. And then that way I won't miss your questions in the chat. If for some reason I do miss your question in the chat, I apologize in advance, but I always try to go back and answer any questions that I may have missed. So if I miss your question in the chat, just make sure to come on over here to the video on YouTube and then look through the comments to see if I've answered your question later. Same thing for you guys who are watching on replay. I will try my best to answer all replay questions in the comments of the video. Now, guys, y'all know I always got freebies for you. I always got good stuff for you. I always got informational links for you, but people always want to know, where is that stuff at? So the links and things that I have for you can be found in the description box of the YouTube video. So for those of you who do not know where the description box is, first of all, again, it's on the YouTube video. So make sure you come over to the Signing Agent Basics YouTube channel. Find this live stream, this video, Beginner's Guide to Becoming a Loan Signing Agent. Then, if you look under the video, underneath the title of the video, you're going to see a little bit of the description box if you are on your laptop or desktop computer. At the end of that little bit of the description box, you're going to see the word more. Click the word more. That's going to open up the description box. However, if you are watching this on your cell phone or another mobile device, like most of us do, there's usually one extra step on your mobile device. So again, you're going to look underneath the video, underneath the title of the video, you're going to see the word more. Click the word more. That's going to open up the description box a little bit. And then you're going to have to click the word more again. Then, whether you are on your laptop or desktop computer, whether you are on your cell phone or another mobile device, it is going to open up the full description box. And in that description box, any of the goodies, the freebies, any of the links, any of that stuff that I am talking about, you are going to be able to see it then. Most of those links are going to be highlighted in blue. Click on the link. It'll either take you to the website or take you to download whatever the free item is that I have for you. And my first and favorite freebie is always my free new signing agent checklist. Even though we're going to go over a lot of this information in this video, guys, it is going to be very beneficial to you to download this checklist. This way you will have a printed or saved version of all of the steps that you need, all of the things that you need to do to become a signing agent. Again, it is totally free. Make sure that you go down in the description box, click the link to download that free new signing agent checklist. The other big freebie that I have for you guys is my free AI guide for notaries. Guys, AI things like Claude and ChatGPT, all of those different AI programs are awesome tools that you can use to help move your notary and signing agent business forward. However, if you've never used them before, it's not quite as intuitive as you think it might be. And I know some people get turned off when they try to use these AI programs and they don't work the way they think that they should. So I came up with this free AI guide for notaries to help teach you the basics of how to use this type of AI successfully for your notary and signing agent business. Make sure that you go down in the description box, click the link, and download that free AI guide for notaries. All right, so now we're going to start with the heart, the meat, the content of this video. So first of all, what is a notary loan signing agent? Because again, this is a beginner's guide to become a signing agent, but let's talk about what a notary loan signing agent is. So a notary loan signing agent is a mobile notary public who has additional loan or mortgage document training. They are independent contractors who are hired to get documents signed and returned to the hiring company properly. So, guys, I want to stress that a signing agent, a notary loan signing agent, specifically deals with real estate transactions, whether that's a sale, a purchase, or a refinance. Now, there's a lot of things that notaries can do, right? There's general notary work, there's apostilles, there's fingerprinting, there's tons and tons of things that notaries can do. When I say a signing agent, though, when I talk about signing agents, I am talking specifically about signing agents who help with and deal with real estate transactions. So again, sales, purchases, refinances, okay? Not general notary work. Again, signing agent basics, I am talking specifically about real estate transactions, not general notary work. So that is what a notary loan signing agent is, and that is what they do. Now, you might say, well, I've heard it called something else. Signing agents can be called a bunch of stuff because, again, there's really no official title for us, right? You can be called a notary loan signing agent. You could be called a loan signing agent. You could be called a certified signing agent. You could be called a signing agent. You might see abbreviations for that. They may list you as an LSA, loan signing agent. They may list you as a CSA, certified signing agent. What's the difference? Absolutely nothing. There is no difference in any of those titles because, again, we really don't have an official title, no legally binding official title. So any of these different things, any of these different titles basically are all talking about the same thing. It's all talking about signing agents. And again, it's talking about signing agents for real estate transactions, purchases, refinances, and sales transactions. Okay, so now, because this is always the thing people want to know. How much do signing agents get paid? How much money can I make? Can this replace my full-time job? Can I make real money as a signing agent? And again, guys, I've been a signing agent since 2007. This has been my real job for almost 20 years. This has been my source of income for almost 20 years. Okay. So yes, first of all, to answer that question, it can absolutely replace your regular job income. So the way that signing agents get paid, we get paid per completed assignment. Now, the price range that you get paid can vary wildly, okay? It can be as little as $20 or $30. It can be as much as $250 or more. The thing that determines how much you're going to get paid is actually two main things that will determine how much you're going to get paid. The first thing is, what exactly are you doing? So again, when we're dealing with purchases, sales, refinances, sometimes they may only need one document signed or re-signed. So if somebody is hiring you to just meet with a signer to get one document signed or notarized, then more than likely the pay is going to be on the lower end of the scale. So for like a single document, maybe, there was a signing that was done and a document was missed and they've hired you just to meet up with this person to get the one missed document signed. That's when you're going to see payments on the lower end. That's when you're going to see $20 and $30. Okay. Now, when you're dealing with full packages, it's a full purchase package or full refinance package. You're dealing with 150, 200 pages or more. That's when you're going to be up in the higher end of the spectrum, $100, $150, that kind of thing. And actually, there's a third thing that determines whether or not or how much you're going to get paid. And that is, how did you negotiate and who did you negotiate with? Did you get this signing through a signing service? Did you get this signing directly through a title company? All of those things will play into how much you are going to get paid per assignment. So again, the pay amount varies wildly. And again, just as a range, I'm going to say it's going to vary anywhere from $30 to $250 or more. On average, for a purchase or a refinance signing, which is the normal thing that you would do, the average amount of pay for a signing of that type is usually around $100. Again, you can negotiate more. You need to learn how to negotiate more. That's one of the things that I teach my students, because here's the deal. If I'm going to do a signing, I would rather do it for more money than less money. And you can absolutely negotiate for more money, but you need to know how to do that. And that is one of the things that I teach the students in my Signing Agent Advanced training program. But again, on average, the average signing fee that's paid for a signing for a refinance or a purchase transaction is around $100. Now, signing agents can easily complete multiple assignments per day. Okay. When I first started out, my goal was 3 signings a day. 3 signings a day at $100 each. So $300 a day, $1,500 a week. That was my goal when I first started out. And that is absolutely reasonable. That is absolutely doable. And in most cases, that is less than 8 hours of work. So most people are not making $300 a day. And most people are not making $300 a day working less than 8 hours. So it is absolutely possible to replace your regular income with your signing agent income. But again, guys, at the end of the day, this is your business. There's no guarantees. How much money you make is going to be up to you. How are you running your business? How are you marketing your business? How are you negotiating your fees? Who are you going out to market to get this money from? All of that is up to you. There are no guarantees. You determine how successful you and your business will be. All right. So now that we know what a signing agent is, now that we know how much money you can make as a signing agent, let's figure out the steps to become a signing agent, because there's no sense in remaking the wheel. There's no sense in searching for information that I've got easily and readily available for you. So let's go through the steps. So number 1, first step to becoming a signing agent, you need to determine what the rules are in your state. Okay. For the majority of states, there's no big or major rules. Okay. But there are some states that do have some particulars that you need to be aware of and that you need to be willing to go through in order to become a signing agent in your state. So in some states, you have to have an additional license called a title insurance producer's license. This is basically some more information that you have to learn and a license that you have to get in order to be a signing agent in your state. Also, in some states are what are called attorney states. That means that an attorney has to be involved in the transaction. That might mean the attorney needs to be on the phone with the signers while you're meeting with them to get the document signed and notarized. That might mean that the attorney is right there while you are there to notarize the documents. So those are the 2 main things that you need to determine whether or not you have those rules in your state. Do you need a title insurance producer's license? And is it an attorney state? Now, the best way to figure that out, there is an article by the National Notary Association called Signing Agent Restrictions. In that article, you can select your state and it will tell you whether or not you have any restrictions in your state. And guess what? I got a link to that article down in the description box of the YouTube video. So first, if you want to be a signing agent, click on that link and see if there are any restrictions in your state. And again, that doesn't mean that you can't be a signing agent. You just need to be aware that this is an additional step or an additional piece of the puzzle that you need to be aware of in order to be successful in your state. All right, so that's step one. Now, step two, you have to become a notary public. A large part of what you're doing as a signing agent is notarizing some of the documents that are in the package. So in order to notarize documents, you got to be a notary. Now, how do you become a notary? That is going to also be different in every state. Some states have a class that you have to take. Some states have a test that you have to take. Some states have a test and a class that you have to take. Some states don't require that you take a test or go through a class. Every state is going to be different. So again, where do you go to find out what you need to become a notary public in your state? The best place to get this information is either going to be your Secretary of State's website or your Department of State website for your state. The Secretary of State or Department of State is the government entity that covers notaries public. When you go to their website, they're going to have a section for notaries public. Click on it, and it is going to tell you everything that you need to do to become a notary in your state. Now, you've got some other resources as well. You can also go to the National Notary Association website. You can check out the American Association of Notaries website. You can also Google how to become a notary in your state. And the steps on what you need to do to become a notary in your state will be listed there. But again, guys, the best and most accurate place to go is always going to be your Department of State or your Secretary of State website. So I told you guys, I'm a notary here in the state of Texas. So I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of what it takes to be a notary public in the state of Texas. It is going to be similar in other states. But again, your state may have some different particulars. So make sure that you look to see what your state requires. But here in the state of Texas, first of all, you have to be 18 years or older. The second thing you need is to be a permanent resident of the United States and a resident of the state of Texas. The third thing that you need is that you cannot have been convicted of a felony or a crime involving moral turpitude. The next thing you can do, if you pass those three steps, the first thing you have to do after that is submit an application and pay the state fees of, I think it's still $21, okay? The next thing you need to do is obtain a $10,000 bond, which is about $50. Now, Texas just recently, it just went into effect in this January, just passed an additional step that we have to do. So here in the state of Texas, you also have to complete a training course and pass a 20-question open book exam. There's a $20 fee for that. So then once you've submitted your application, once you've completed your training course and passed the exam, once you've got your $10,000 bond, then you execute your statement of officer. And just like that, you become a notary public. All right. So step 2 was to become a notary public in your state. So once you become a commissioned notary public in your state, the third thing you have to do is purchase notary supplies. Guys, just because you became a notary public, just because you paid your state to become a notary public, your supplies are not free. And that is something that you have to purchase and order separately. So the main things that you are going to need is going to be a notary journal and a notary stamp. So you can purchase packages from companies that include getting your notary commission as well as getting your notary supplies. In Texas, depending on who you purchase from, that is going to run you around anywhere from $100 to $200. And again, that package will include everything that you need to become a notary public. It will also include your notary journal and your notary stamp. The price is going to differ depending on how fancy a notary journal and how fancy a notary stamp you want or you need. And it is also going to fluctuate depending on who you purchase it from. Two reputable companies that you can purchase these packages from are going to be the American Association of Notaries or the National Notary Association. People always ask me, Kendra, who do you buy your stuff from? I personally purchase my packages from the American Association of Notaries. But again, both the American Association of Notaries and the National Notary Association websites can be found in the description box of the YouTube video. All right. So now you checked out what the rules are in your state. You became a notary public. You got your notary public supplies. What is the next step? The next step, the fourth step, is to purchase the other supplies that you are going to need as a signing agent. I would recommend, now there's no requirement for this, but I would recommend that you also get errors and omissions insurance. So you might say, well, Kendra, we already bought a $10,000 bond when we became a notary public. Why do we need errors and omissions insurance? Long story short, the bond protects the public. Your errors and omissions insurance protects you. Also, when you're dealing with real estate transactions that are for purchases or refinances or sales of several $100,000, I want to say the average home price here in Texas on the transactions that I do are somewhere around $300,000 to $400,000. Okay. A $10,000 bond is not going to cover me if I make a serious error on a transaction with a $400,000 house. Okay. So errors and omissions insurance, you're going to get for a higher amount than your bond, and it also protects you. So again, there's no requirement for you to get errors and omissions insurance, but I highly, highly, highly recommend that you get errors and omissions insurance. How much you get is up to you, but again, it protects you. So get the insurance level that you want to protect you. So you need errors and omissions insurance. You're going to also need a computer. I think most people have a computer. It doesn't have to be a fancy computer, guys. All your computer really has to do is be able to check emails and be able to print documents. You don't need anything fancier than that. You are also going to need a laser printer. Now, this is where I get some pushback, some kickback from people. People say, well, I have an inkjet printer. Why can't I just use my inkjet printer? I have a video about printers, okay? It's in the description box of the YouTube video. Click on the link. I go more in depth about it there. But you're going to need a laser printer basically for two reasons. One, the ink for inkjet printers is water soluble. What does that mean? Basically, if something that you printed from an inkjet printer gets wet, then the ink is going to run all over the place. The toner with laser printers does not run if the document gets wet. So it's basically, it's more durable. The prints that you get from a laser printer are more durable than the prints that you're going to get from an inkjet printer. The other thing is laser printers print a lot faster than inkjet printers. And again, we're not dealing with small packages. We're not dealing with 1 or 2 pages. We are dealing with packages that average 150 to 200 pages. So you're definitely going to need a laser printer because of the speed. And then companies want you to print with a laser printer because it makes the prints more durable. They're not as susceptible to water damage. Okay, guys, like I said, I always get kickback on this. People don't want to put in the investment to get a laser printer. But again, this is a business. We need to treat it like a business and get the supplies that are required to run our businesses properly. So you are going to need a laser printer. You're going to need a scanner. You're going to need letter and legal size paper. So regular size paper and also that longer size paper. You're going to need blue and black ink pens. You're going to need other office supplies like binder clips. You're going to need some sort of accounting software. One that I recommend is Notary Gadget, especially if you are just starting out. I got a link to Notary Gadget in the description of this video. But again, we're running a business. So we're going to need accounting software to make sure that we are taking accurate account of our business income. You're going to need reliable transportation. Again, you are a mobile notary. Your job is to go out and meet with people where they want you to meet them. It is not for them to come to you. It is for you to go and meet them. So you need reliable transportation. In most states, that's going to mean your own vehicle. However, If you are in a city where public transportation is readily available and very reliable, like if you're in New York City, most people don't drive, most people take public transportation, that's fine. But you need some sort of reliable transportation. Again, guys, I've got videos about many of these subjects. Look for the links to those videos in the description box of this video on YouTube if you want more details. All right. So now the fifth step is to become a signing agent. Now, I'm doing that in parentheses because there is no formal training that is legally required. There is no license that you get to become a signing agent, okay? Again, this is a title that we've been given, but there is no legal requirement to take a particular type of training to become a signing agent. However, many of the companies that you can get work from will want you to pass the National Notary Association Signing Agent Certification Exam and background screening. Again, this is not a legal requirement, but many companies will only send you business if you have passed their certification exam and if you have taken their background screening. So to do this, you're going to go to the National Notary Association website, and that is found at nationalnotary.org. Again, I've got a link down in the description box. Once you are on their website, you will see a link for training and education. You're going to click on that. Now, I'm a Texas Notary Public, so if you see on the screen here, it's showing the screen for Texas. If you are in a different state, you're going to see a little bit slightly different information and a little bit of different pricing for these next things. But you're going to click training and education, and then you're going to click on signing agent training and exam. So then it's going to take you to this next screen. Now, I feel like the National Notary Association has gotten just slightly shady in showing you the different packages that you can purchase for the signing agent certification exam. So when you click on it, this is the next screen that you're going to see. And it makes it look like there are only two options. And again, these are prices for Texas, but they've got the NNA certification standard, that's $199. And then they have the NNA certification professional, that is $249. Now, these two packages include the signing agent certification exam, which, like I said, most companies will want to see that you've passed. It also includes the background screening, which most companies will want you to have. But then it also includes the National Notary Association's training, which you are not required to take, okay? And I'm going to say if you are getting additional training anywhere else, like if you take the signing agent certification, the signing agent advanced training program that I offer, you don't need the NNA's training because I'm going to teach you way more than what the NNA is going to teach you in their training program. But again, if you look at this page, it looks like you only have those two options, but you have another option. If you scroll a little bit further down the page, really tiny, it says who should enroll, and then it's got a couple of sentences, and then you see the word here is a link. Click on the word here. It's going to take you to your other less expensive options. So then when you click on the word here, you get two other packages that you can purchase. One is the standard package. And again, if you're taking additional training like my signing agent advanced training program, the standard package, guys, is all that you are going to need. It includes the NNA signing agent certification exam and the background screening. And again, here in the state of Texas, that is only $99. If you're in a different state, it might be a different price because the background screening costs different amounts in different states. But here in the state of Texas, it is $99. The other option, complete, is if you want to be listed in a paid signing agent directory. That one is $179. But again, you do not need that. If you are getting additional training like my signing agent advanced training program, all you need is that standard training. So I wanted to make sure that you guys knew how to find that because again, The NNA has made it a little tricky to find it, but it is still there. You do not have to pay those higher amounts. And again, guys, since we're here, I'm going to talk about my Signing Agent Advanced Training Program, because I tell all of my students, I tell anybody, first of all, don't pay for anything more than what you need. So you don't need the NNA's training if you are taking additional training like my Signing Agent Advanced Training Program. I'm going to teach you everything that's in that NNA training plus way more. In the Signing Agent Advanced Training Program, you're going to have over 10 hours of video training. I'm going to teach you things like how to complete notary certificates. I know that most of you who are coming into this are brand new to being a notary. You don't even know how to complete a notary certificate. So I am going to teach you how to complete notary certificates. I'm going to teach you how to get the documents that are in that loan or real estate package signed properly. There's a lot of do's and don'ts when you're doing loan signings. And if you are a new signing agent, you have no clue. Some of the things that you think are common sense, or some of the things that you think should work a particular way before you become a signing agent, are absolutely wrong. You can do something that you think is right and it be the absolute wrong thing to do just because you don't know if you haven't gotten training. So this is why training is important. I'm going to teach you those do's and don'ts to get documents signed properly the first time. I give you sample document packages that you can print out so you can hold in your hand and see what an actual package looks like. I've got mock closing videos. One of the things that people always say is they want to sit in on a signing. It's going to make them feel better if they sit in on a signing. But guys, for customer privacy reasons, you can't sit in on a signing. You can't sit in on somebody's personal information. But what you can do is watch a mock closing video. And I've got several mock closing videos so that you get that same feeling of sitting in on a loan signing. I teach you how to market for business. Remember back at the beginning where I told you how much you get paid depends in part on who you market to and how you market. If you're going to do a loan signing, it makes sense to get paid as much as possible for that signing. And the way that you're going to do that is to market properly. I am going to teach you the marketing tools that I have used that allowed me to be a successful signing agent for 20 years. And guys, in my Signing Agent Advanced Training Program, you're also going to get a mentor that you can actually reach out to for assistance. Students in my exclusive or elite level can contact me at any time, 24/7, in our private Facebook group or by email. And there's no expiration date on that. I have people who joined my training program back in 2020 who still occasionally shoot me an email or post a question in the group. So if you want more information about my Signing Agent Advanced Training Program, you know I got a link for you down in the description box of the YouTube video. The next step to becoming a signing agent is to set up your business. So your biggest question that you're going to need to ask yourself is, should you set it up as a sole proprietorship or an LLC? Guys, an LLC is not automatically better. It does not make your business any more legitimate. You need to talk to a tax professional to decide whether you should set your business up as a sole proprietorship or as an LLC. People, again, always ask me, what did I do? I started off as a sole proprietorship. It wasn't until my accountant told me that it made more sense years later for me to switch my company over to an LLC that I switched over to an LLC. Okay. So make sure you talk to a tax professional to decide if you need a sole proprietorship or an LLC. And if you don't have a tax professional, you can talk to my tax professional. She offers free 10 or 15 minute sessions where you can ask questions. There's links to her down in the description box. If you don't have a tax professional, make sure to reach out to her. So once you decide whether you're going to do a sole proprietorship or an LLC, you're going to get an EIN, an employer ID number. You're going to get that from the IRS. It's super free. It's super easy. You're going to then open up a business bank account using that EIN. And then when you start making money, you're going to keep your business and your personal accounts, your business money and your personal money separate. That is very, very important, guys. I think I got a link to my video where I talk about doing taxes as a signing agent. You want to make sure that you're doing your taxes right. And my biggest tip on that is to keep your business money and your personal money separate. Okay. So make sure that you open up a business bank account. Then, once you've done all of those things, you are ready to start getting signing agent business. All right. So, where do you get the business from? A lot of people are like, all right, I became a signing agent, but now I don't know how to get business. Where do I get this business from? So, there's a couple of different things that you can do. First thing you can do is sign up on notary databases. So, databases are basically places where you can put your information, where you can put your resume, and then companies search through that to find a signing agent in the area that they need. Some examples of notary databases are going to be Notary Cafe, Notary Rotary, American Notary USA. Those are all notary databases. Now, let me tell you, all of those companies offer free levels and paid levels. You can get by perfectly fine with the free level. I always tell people start with the free level, because here's the deal. Just because you pay, that's no guarantee that you are going to get business. When you pay for a higher level on any of these companies, you're paying for more exposure, but they're not guaranteeing you that you are going to get any business. So it's totally up to you if you choose to pay or not. But just know that you can do the free levels on all of those different databases. The other way that you can get business is through signing services or signing companies. These are middlemen between you and title companies. So basically, a title company comes to a signing service, says, hey, I need a signing agent at this day, this time, this location. The signing service is then the one that finds you to go out and do the signing. But because there's a middleman there, you're not going to make as much money as you could, because basically the money you were going to make, it gets split between you and the signing service. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just how it works, okay? A lot of people are perfectly fine and perfectly happy working with signing companies or signing services, all right? But just know, you're not going to make as much money as you could. So, some examples of signing services, actually not even a signing service, but a great place to find certain signing services is SnapDocs, okay? That is probably the place where most people go first when they become a signing agent. When you sign up on SnapDocs, what you are doing is basically putting yourself out there for hundreds of different signing services to contact you if they have business in your area. So you can sign up with SnapDocs. You can find the signing services individually and sign up, but you can get business through signing services as a signing agent. And then the last and best way, in my opinion, to get business is direct business. That's when you go to the title companies, the mortgage companies, the builders in your area. You talk to them directly, you market to them directly, and they send you business directly. That means you will get paid the full fee for whatever signings you do. So again, if I'm going to do a signing, I want to make as much money as possible for that signing. I started off working with signing services, guys, but over the years, I marketed for direct business, and now pretty much 99.9% of my business is direct business, just because you're going to make more money. But those are the places where you can get signing agent business from. Now, how long does all this take? You can get started in as little as 30 to 90 days. It's really going to depend on you. How long is it going to take you to get your notary commission and your supplies? Now, in some states, again, it's really quick and easy to get your notary commission. In other states, especially if you have to take a class or a test, they may only offer the class or the test at a particular time. So it may take you a little bit longer to get commission. But that's one of the factors, is how long is it going to take for you to get your notary commission and supplies? How long is it going to take you to get through the training? My Signing Agent Advanced Training Program is self-paced. You can do it as quickly or as slowly as you like. So how long is it going to take you to go through training? And then here's the biggest thing, honestly. How long is it going to take you to get over the fear of getting started? For a lot of people, they find that that's the limiting factor. They tend to be afraid of getting started. So that is what holds them back. But guys, you can realistically get started in as little as 30 days. Another question that I get from folks, though, is what if you don't have enough money to get started? Because let's be real. It's going to cost you anywhere from $500 to $1,000 to purchase your commission, your notary supplies, your printer, all your other supplies that you need, and to also get training. And you may not have $500 on hand to get started. So what do if you don't have enough money to get started? Well, the thing I always tell people is do general notary work. General notary work is just traveling to clients or having clients come to you to notarize documents that are not necessarily related to real estate transactions. People need lots of different documents notarized. And as a notary, you can notarize them as long as it's not on the list of items that your state says that you cannot notarize. You are able to notarize it. So get your notary commission, get your notary supplies, set up your business structure in your bank account, use some free or low-cost marketing, and then start doing general notary work. Save the money that you make from doing general notary work and use that money to pay for the other signing agent stuff that you need. Now, some of the benefits of general notary work, you still can get paid well. You can get paid $50 or more per assignment. A lot of new notaries find this a lot less stressful than doing loan signings. You'll get experience running a business. You'll get experience marketing for your business. You get experience notarizing documents. And again, you can use the money that you earn to save up to get what you need to become a signing agent. Or I have people just say, you know what? I'm cool with just doing general notary work. There's nothing wrong with that. You do not have to be a signing agent. I like being a signing agent, but you do not have to be a signing agent. You may decide doing general notary work is good enough for you. Something else that you can do is save money on your supplies. Again, people get excited when they think about being a signing agent, and they think that everything that they buy has to be the best, the biggest, the shiniest, the newest, and that is absolutely not true. First of all, guys, compare prices and buy wisely. Look for a sale. Look for a discount. Look for a way that you can save money on any of the supplies that you need to purchase. The next thing, do not purchase excessive training. Pick one training program and take it. You're not going to get better results because you took 3, 4, 5 trainings. I took this person's training and that person's training and this person's training. Guys, no. Pick one. Find a mentor that speaks to you. Pick their training, take it, and then start doing work. Now, once you start making money as a signing agent, if you decide then that you would like to take some additional training, cool. But before you start making money, find one training that works for you and take that one. You can also purchase a used printer or scanner. The printer that I have used for many, many years that I am still using to this day, I bought used on eBay, and it has worked just fine for me for over a decade. It is an old HP printer. It's so old, it is yellow, but I don't care. It still works. So you can purchase a used printer or scanner. Look at places like Facebook Marketplace. Look on OfferUp. Look in some notary groups. You may find people who thought they wanted to be a signing agent who changed their mind, and now they're trying to sell the printer and the scanner that they purchased that you can purchase at a discount. And then the other biggest thing, guys, do not pay for business. Companies that promise to send you business if you pay a certain amount are generally scams. I have not seen a single company yet that is legit, that if you pay them, they will guarantee you and you actually get a certain amount of business. Do not pay for business, guys. It is a scam. You are going to lose your money. All right. We're going to go to the Q&A session in just a second. But guys, again, I know I went through all of this stuff really, really fast in this video. Again, make sure that you download the free new signing agent checklist that I have for you in the description box of this video. It is going to go through all of the things that I just went through and more and tell you step by step what you need to become a signing agent. And again, guys, if you are looking for training, make sure that you check out my Signing Agent Advanced Training Program. I've been a signing agent for 20 years. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what other, proof you need that I know what the heck I'm talking about when I talk about what you need to do and what you need to know to be a successful signing agent long term. Okay. I'm not a Johnny come lately. I'm not somebody that just started doing this a year or two ago. I started out in 2007. And again, for those of you who are maybe young or maybe you have a short memory, 2007 is when we experienced a mortgage crash. A lot of people were stopping being signing agents because it was not a good time to be a signing agent. That is when I became a signing agent and I was successful. And there have been ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs over the past 19 years that I've been a signing agent. And I am still here, guys, because what I do, the training that I'm going to give you, it works. It is going to teach you how to be an exceptional signing agent. It is going to teach you how to be the type of signing agent who does signings so well that companies are going to seek you out even when other signing agents are losing business. Woo! I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If this video was helpful, let me know whether you're watching the live stream, whether you're watching the replay, let me know in the chat, in the comments, whether or not this video was helpful for you. Make sure that you save this video. Make sure that you favorite this video, especially if you are an aspiring signing agent. Come back to this, reference this video as you're going through the steps to become a signing agent. If you know somebody else who's thinking about becoming a signing agent, send them the link to this video so that they can check it out as well. Because again, guys, I'm not trying to keep this a secret. It's not a secret. It's not hard to become a signing agent. And this shouldn't be the hard part. Figuring out the steps to become a signing agent should not be the hard part, okay? That's why I've got it laid out for you step by step by step, what you need to do to get your signing agent business started. Let's see. We've got a couple of folks in here. It's the fear for me. I am telling you, fear is what stops the majority of people from starting their signing agent business, or fear will be the thing that stops people from actually doing signings. And I can tell you, there's nothing that makes me more sad than seeing people get training, purchase supplies, get their notary commission, have everything, and then just let the fear stop them. So there was a quote from this movie that Will Smith did that a lot of people didn't like. It was called After Earth. It wasn't his best movie. Him and his son Jaden were in this movie, but there was a quote in this movie, and I'm not going to say it exactly right, but basically he said, fear isn't real. Fear, it's a product of your imagination, okay? You're afraid of imaginary things in your head. And most people, they will tell you after they've done their first signing, they look back at it and go, this wasn't that scary. I don't know what I was afraid of. There is nothing to be afraid of. Each and every one of you watching this video, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it on the replay, I'm telling you, you have what it takes to be successful. Don't let fear stop you. And getting training is the key to overcoming that fear. Because when you know that you're well trained, you're well equipped, you've seen mock closing videos, you know what to expect, then that is going to help you get over the fear. Let's see, you've got your EIN, you want to work with signing services? That's cool. So you've already got one of the steps taken care of. Make sure you got all the other steps, make sure you got the training, and then yes, you can absolutely start working with signing services. And then Pamela wants to know how to sign up for my class. There is a link to my website in the description box of the YouTube video. Check it out. I've got different levels. You can see which level works for you. I also have a free webinar where I, again, talk about in depth all of the different levels. So you can even watch that webinar first to help you decide which level works for you. Let's see. You're worried about missing a page during a sign, and you should be because there's no little mistakes, right? People think, oh, I missed one signature or I missed one initial. It's not a big deal. In a loan package, it can be. But again, this is why training is important. I show my students the most commonly missed signatures. I show my students the most commonly made mistakes. I tell my students what documents to make sure they always have in a package. I teach my students what to do if they think something is missing in a package. Again, guys, this is why training is important, even though it is not legally required. You're already in Notary Public. Look, another step. You got another step down. So I'm telling you, You guys can absolutely do this. How much is my training program? So my lowest level is $199 and it goes up to $399 for my highest level. Again, you can go to my website. You'll be able to see what the different levels give you and what the difference is between each level. I honestly, because people always ask me, well, which level do you recommend? I recommend my middle level, the exclusive level, because that comes with unlimited help in the Facebook group, and it comes with unlimited help via email, and it also comes with monthly live Q&A sessions. I'm actually going to meet with my students here in about an hour after this live stream is over for our monthly live Q&A session. And again, that is unlimited. So once you purchase that, once you become a student, you have access to all of that along with the other training for as long as you need it. I am here to be your mentor and your trainer for as long as you need. All right, guys, I don't see any other questions, but again, if you think of something later, come back to this video, put it down in the chat. I always try to go back and answer any questions that you may have. Oh, we got another question here. What is RON? So RON is remote online notarization. And actually, you know, I got videos about that. In some states, in many states, you can become an online notary, and then you can notarize documents kind of via Zoom. You have to use a special platform. You're not going to do it on Zoom, but think of it like Zoom. You use a special platform to notarize documents online. It's not used a lot for loan signings, but it is used a lot for general notary work. And if that's something that you're interested in, I also have my remote online notarization quick start training program. So if you are interested in doing RON or remote online notarization, check out my website for information about the training that I offer on RON as well. Do I teach on POA and trust? So again, signing agent basics. I teach you how to do loan signings. I don't teach you how to be a trust agent. I don't teach you any of that stuff. I teach you how to do real estate loan signings, purchases, sales, refinances, home equity lines of credit, that kinds of stuff. Now, powers of attorney are used sometimes in those transactions. But if you are looking to do general notary work that, you know, is helping people with trusts or helping people with powers of attorney, no, that is not covered in the signing agent advanced training program. Because again, signing agents do real estate loan transactions. Everything else is basically general notary work, and you can specialize in those different areas of general notary work, like with trusts and other documents. That is a great question. All righty, guys. Again, if you've got any other questions, make sure that you put them in the comments. I will go back and do my best to answer all of those questions. Thank you guys again for hanging out with me this Valentine's Day if you were watching live. And if you're watching the replay, that's okay. Happy Valentine's Day to you as well. I appreciate you guys. I hope that each and every one of you has a productive and profitable day. Bye, guys.